The Advocates for Human Rights thanks the Commission on the Status of Women for its attention to climate change and gender equality. Climate change and environmental degradation exacerbate the unequal burden that women bear. In 2019, the Advocates produced a report to examine gender diversity and inclusion in the mining industry. While mining and extractive industries can bring broad economic benefits, it is women among local stakeholders that are most impacted by the environmental and socially adverse effects. A sudden influx of predominantly male labor destabilizes social relations in the community and aggravates gender inequality. It is women who are traditionally responsible for securing and preparing food for the family. Extractive industry can negatively impact local food production and access to safe water. This results in women having to travel farther to access water and buy food at inflated prices. Food and water insecurity is a primary risk factor for transactional sex and communicable diseases. This situation is directly connected to a failure to include women in consultation before and during commercial extracted operations. Women may be excluded due to cultural factors, such as a lack of women in administrative leadership roles, or when only heads of families or property owners are consulted. Women may also be excluded when these consultations take place in cities far from the local site of operation. The Advocates calls on governments and companies to plan, finance, and operate with a mind to gender equity and in consultation with all local community stakeholders. The target should be to support civil society, reduce the environmental and social impacts of these industries on the community, and mitigate violence against women. In addition, barriers for women should be removed at all levels of planning and operations so they can share their priorities, needs, and concerns.